Well, hello there. I'm Elizabeth with New Day Sensory Shop, and I keep telling everybody I'm going to make a crochet video thing so that you can see how to crochet, because a lot of people are like, oh, I'd love to learn, and I would love you to learn. And while I find I'm not the best teacher, so there are a lot of other really good videos on YouTube, and you might want to look at many. I am just posting this here for my friends and for those of you that would like my neurodivergent strange take on how to crochet. One of the very first and most important things to me has been tension. So to define tension a bit, the tension is how tight or how loose your wool or your fabric is. It's really important because your tension defines how well and how strong your product is going to be. Some people have really tight tension naturally. Some people have really loose tension naturally. My mom is one of those that has really loose tension and has to really work at it. She used to get so frustrated. One time she made an entire blanket and it completely unraveled because she just doesn't have very tight tension. And she just doesn't have the weaving and the ends in very much. And if you don't have tight tension, the ends don't weave in as much. So the first thing that I'm going to show you today is a chain. And a lot of people are like, well, this is a single chain, this is a chain, and it's easy, and let's move on. And honestly, I believe that the chain should be something you do a lot more of when you first start. Since it's Christmas time, and it's the best thing that I've ever learned. When I was a child, I was very young, my grandmother taught me how to crochet, and the first thing she had me do was about a bazillion chains for the Christmas tree. And we hung them all the many different colors of every scrap yarn she had. And it was the most colorful Christmas tree you ever did see. But it taught me my tension. So I'm going to show you today how to chain. And I'm going to challenge you to crochet until you have a Christmas chain all around your Christmas tree. Because if you do that, your next step will be a lot easier. And when we do the next item, it'll be a little bit easier to manage. You will probably change how your hands are held when you start doing the single chains, or in Britain speak, double crochet. But once you have established your tension and you have established how to make a chain, you have a really good and strong foundation. Having a good and strong foundation is a lot more important than anything else I could teach you. At least I hope so. I think so. So that's what we're going to do. Today I'm going to show you a couple of crochet hooks. This is a 3mm. It's not the one we're using today, but this is the basic crochet hook that I learned how with. It's a metal one, and I learned how to use it with Red Heart crochet yarn, and honestly that works really well. It's a good, durable, easy to use one. I know they have different brands here in the UK. I have found that King Cole works really well. The King Cole Chunky is fun to do if you're a starter because it's a little bit bigger. I know that when you use a bigger yarn, things are easier. They're a little bit bigger, a little bit easier to try. There's pluses and minuses of a bigger yarn. Now, for me, I'm going to be using this Snug as a Bug by Yarnsmiths, which is a British yarn, and I love it, but I don't have a lot of use for it except for this because I can't make my plushies with it yet. But it's really nice, and it's really soft, and it's really big so you can see my stitches. I'm going to be using this crochet hook, which is a 6mm Amazon special. They're like the cheapest thing Amazon has, and I love them. I hadn't used them until this year, but the grip on them is super nice, and I like having these as preferred to these, but I will still use these, and I still have quite a few of them in times of need. So when you're looking at crochet hooks, you can go anywhere from, and this is like about £1 at Poundland, and then this one was £4, And I am pretty sure that there are crochet hooks that cost 20 pounds. There are a billion different crochet hooks. Start with one. You'll figure out what you like as you go. Don't go in too expensive if this is a new hobby for you. Try it out cheap, try it out small. If you love it, then go all in. All right, so let's start with a chain stitch. Now the first thing we need to do is a slip stitch. Everybody does this different. I put mine like this. You can see it cross like that. And then I put it through, once it's across the front, I go this way. And I pull up a loop. Everybody does this different. I've seen it done a million ways. The main thing is that it slips, okay? Pull it through, it slips. Pull it out, it slips. Let's try that again. I'm gonna put it down here. Okay, so we got it like this. We go over like that. So that's a pretty little bow. We go like this, put through those, and pull something through it. No, we don't. Okay. We like this, okay? Turn it around. Pull through, like that. And we do it again. Okay. Around, so that this, you see the loop is this way, okay? And we turn it around and pull it through. That's just a simplistic way. I'm going to show you how I do mine again. I do this. That's how I do mine. I might be able to slow it down. Let's see. Once you figure out what's best for you, you'll get there. You end up with that little thing right there, a slip stitch. And then you wrap. Now, this is how I yarn. Some people yarn this way, some people yarn this way, I yarn this way. I don't know if it's yarn over or yarn under, it's just this way. Wrap the yarn around and pull it through a loop. Again, pull it through the loop. Now the one thing that I want you to notice is how I have my tension. This is my tension. So I have the yarn wrapped around this finger and through this finger, and I'm kind of holding it so that there's a grasp. So when I pull through, it pulls through this, not at tight. So it's not just, you know, trying to get it all in there and then it's all higgledy-piggledy loose and trying to just go like that. You know, then you have things that are not uniform. What you really want with crochet is uniform. So you want it to be all the same. So you want to go 1, 2, wait, try again. We'll start again. 1, 2, 3. I move my fingers up and I hold again. 4, 5, 6. So I'm hoping that that's showing you the way that I do it correctly. It's a little bit difficult, but you'll notice that all of them are the same. What you don't want is to have this one be tight, and this one be super loose, and this one be super loose, and then this one be tight. You see how those are all different? Okay, we don't want that because then you're going to have one stitch that's small, one stitch that's big, one that's medium. You want to make sure that it is completely uniform. And while I know that uniformity can be boring, it is important. See how I hold it? It's really weird. My hands are very strange. try to do it. I'm doing this from the side, so it'd be easier to show you this way, but I just don't have the recording equipment capable. Maybe someday. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the reason it's staying uniform is nobody's perfect here. The reason it's staying uniform for me is my tension. And so, again, I'll show you my tension. Get it wrapped here around my finger, and in between those, and holding. Like so. Wrap it around all the many different ways, but that tension and knowing what that strength is at and how to hold it tight, but not too tight, just perfect to get the stitches that you want. This is a single chain, a single crochet, because you'll see when you do the next ones, they go right on top of those. So you definitely want to have these uniform. And at first, they aren't going to be. They are going to be strange. You are going to be learning how you want to hold it. Everyone holds it different. So don't be weird about how you hold it. Everybody holds something different. Every time you do it, it's going to be different. I want you to make these and just keep making. Okay? Just keep making. And yes, that is how fast I do it. I'm a little crazy. But I'll show you. 1. It's a little harder to do it slow for me. 2, 3. Okay? I want you to make these and wrap them around your Christmas tree. Make enough. Use your scraps. Tie them on. Just do a knot. Tie them on together. And make enough that you have all around your Christmas tree, and take a picture for me. A challenge. I'm telling you. If you can do that, you'll have the best tension ever. If you cannot, then you'll just have to wait until the next video where I show you how to do a single chain, a single crochet. I call it a single chain. It's a single crochet, also known as a double crochet in Britain. And when I do that, you can just skip ahead and try and do it the best you can. Like, I know many of us do. I wasn't even taught the second step until I made my Christmas tree of chain. Even if you don't get a Christmas tree, show me pictures, comment pictures. I want to see how you did, because it matters. It matters to me, and it matters to everybody else who wants to see how hard you tried. Thank you for letting me do this with you. I know it's a little weird, and I hope that I hope it was a good try. I'm not a good teacher. I struggle with empathizing and watching people do. But if you're able to make a chain, make a really big chain, made filled with love, and wrap it around your Christmas tree. Or maybe a little chain, make it a necklace, or a little bracelet. Make something to remind you how special that try was, okay? Thanks for coming. If you enjoyed this video, please like it so I know to make more videos like this. Click subscribe so you can see my next videos, and, leave me a comment. Bye!